Hello friends, now in front of you air brake system usually applied or used in case of heavy motor vehicle systems. So this particular air brake system is used in case of goods carrying vehicle like truck or tanker or some sort of uh, jeeps or Eicher like vehicles. So now I will give an overview of this particular system. So here you can see the two brake boosters at the rear side of the this particular air brake system. These are heart of this particular system because without that the brake application will not be possible. Even the front brake boosters you can see here, but the size is some sort of different. And you can see air compressor is necessary to compress the air, like we have learned in the theory part that air compressor is used to compress the air, and that compressed air is uh, supplied or it is collected in a particular uh, air container, and that air or fluid container is here in a black color. So two containers are used here, cylinders we can say that, in which the air is collected, pressurized air is collected, and now whenever we require to apply the brake, we can use that particular air. So these are used in case of uh, applying the brake. So let us see the system, how it is connected with within the components. So here you can see this air compressor. Let me tell you, this is a sample prototype is shown to you, air compressor. Just for the sake of understanding, a cut section is in front of you. The actual air compressor, which is used to collect the pressurized air or to compress the air, it is situated under this particular system framework. So we will go to that point also. So these are two brake boosters connected to the front side, and these are the rear brake boosters. You can see the size is different also, and the size of hose which is supplying the air does also go. So this is the brake pedal, and brake pedal is connected to the foot wall. You can see a foot wall is shown to you. This foot wall is just like a brain of this particular system, because it decides which part of the system is should be in active condition. Means if you want to apply the brake or not, whether you want to release the brake or not. So every decision is taken by this particular brake wall, or we can say that foot wall. So this foot wall is connected to the brake booster as well as the tanks, and this is the air compressor. What I just said a few minutes ago, that this is the actual air compressor, which is, because this is working model, this air compressor is compressing the air, and that above air compressor is just sake of understanding of the students, a cut section is shown to you. So this air compressor is taking the energy from the engine and it is supplying the air to the this particular air tanks. So these particular air tanks are contained. Those now here in front of you, handbrake is also shown, because in case of heavy vehicle, if the air brake system is used, the handbrake is also used, and that handbrake is nothing but like a switch, and which is just you have to apply whenever you want to park the vehicle. After parking, you have to apply it, and so this is the handbrake system. Now we will go to the how it is connected to the brake booster. So here in front of you, this cut section model of air compressor. Now brake booster is shown to you. A small size brake booster, front booster is in front of you, and this is the hose through which the air is supplied to this brake booster. And this brake booster is connected to the brake lever, which is actually connected to the drum of the S cam of the particular brake system. So let us go how it is connected. So this is the cam where you can see that. Now I will show you how it is. So this brake lever is connected to this S cam. You can see in video also we have seen in the theory part that the S cam. So this S cam is connected to that brake lever, and that brake lever is connected to the front brake booster. So this S cam is moved or it is rotated in a particular angular direction, and hence the force is applied, or the force is applied to these brake shoes, and brake shoes will move in outward direction, and they will apply a pressure or force on the rotating drum. So in this way, the air brake system take the help of S-cam. Now you can see the cut section of this brake booster. You can see in this particular cut section, you can see a diaphragm is on the one side, and that diaphragm is connected to one rod, and that rod is having, or it is equipped with one spring. So whenever you are applying a brake, at that time air is supplied from this side. So you can see the air is supplied from this hose, and this air, the pressurized air, compressed air, is forcing this diaphragm on the other side. So whenever this diaphragm is moved on the other side, automatically the rigid connected rod is moving on the other side. So that rod is connected to this brake lever. You can see this is the brake lever. So that brake lever is moved in a angular direction, because the rod is moving linearly due to the pressurized air pressing this particular diaphragm. Diaphragm is moving on the other side. That's why the space is given, some sort of space is given. So that rod is moving linearly. That rod is connected to brake arm, and brake arms are connected in angular direction, and those brake arms are directly connected to the S-cam. Hence the S-cam is moved. So the size is limited, because at the front side the pressure is some sort of uh, load is some sort of lesser, but at the back side, if you see the size of rear boosters, those are some sort of higher, because those are two there are two purpose for it. Because firstly, this particular brake boosters are used for braking purpose, and another section of this rear brake booster is used for parking purpose. So for that reason, these brake boosters are used. You can see the similar size of similar structure is there. Diaphragm is there, a rod is there, spring is there, and one hose is supplying the air on the one side of the diaphragm. On the other side, this is the structure which is used of parking brake. You can see a big size spring with the central rod, and the diaphragm is used, and you can see a supply of air is supplied from this particular end, and it will push the this particular spring loaded rod with the help of this diaphragm on this side. So at that time brake is applied. When you want to release it, just release the pressure automatically to the spring pressure, it will back to its original position. So in this way, this rear side of brake boosters are used, some sort of heavy structure. So this is the overview of air brake system. So this is for the explanation regarding the